Back to another video. I am honored and very excited to introduce to you all trading the trader's chakras, ascending from fear to flow. So today I will be speaking to you all about trading and correlating spirituality, you know what I'm saying, and navigating I feel like trading is navigating the chakra system. You're going to start at the lowest low. You're going to start at your root. You're going to deal with everything that we're going to be talking about in today's presentation. So let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, the trader's chakras, ascending from fear to flow, your gateway to financial growth, presented by me, by Nazir. So let's get into it. The inner struggle. Now, look, I didn't even realize, y'all see this right here. Don't worry about this, okay? I meant to delete this. I think I messed up on another slide. Don't worry too much about that. But the inner struggle. Okay, a trader's biggest struggle is managing their emotions. Main emotions that we will be talking about today align with the root chakra, okay? So stick with me. FOMO, greed, and vengeance can cloud your decision making. These are the main emotions that keep you stuck in trading and in life, keeping you at a constant state of survival, okay? So let's get into the psychological depth of how these emotions can lead to being a failure in trading and in life. It's okay to fail. It's one thing to fail, but it's another thing to just be a complete failure. You feel me? So FOMO is the fear of missing out. Fear corrupts rational thought with overanalysis. Being consumed by FOMO leads to impulsive decision making without conducting proper analysis. When operating from fear, you operate from your root chakra, the base of your spine, which will cause you to only react from forces outside of you, while also making decisions based on the actions of others. When your root is unaligned, you lose sense of security, stability, confidence, and trust. Now, when you're on the market, if you're a person that's been trading for a while and you've been dealing with FOMO, you understand what it actually feels like to watch money run from your take profit. You know how it feels, even if you haven't started trading yet. Just think about a time where you had a group of friends when you were a kid, and those friends didn't invite you to an event, or they're hanging out without you, or you start to realize things in the family hosting family reunions, you're not invited to certain events, things of that nature. That is what creates the fear of missing out. But you have to find the root within your own life of why you may have a fear of missing out, why you may feel neglected, why you may feel a lack of stability and security. These are questions that you have to ask yourself in life and as a trader, because day trading is not just about money. I say this all the time. The community say this all the time. It's not just about the money, and we know this. So let's actually get down to the root of what this is, because trading will reflect your habits and your life, your trauma, all of that good stuff. So I also got some things written down, just to remind myself. Just think about a time when you're just constantly scrolling, feeling like you need to gain a sense of engagement, happiness, and fulfillment. Unconsciously, you're not knowing that you are trying to gain something. You have a fear of missing out unknowingly. So if you're this type of person, stick with me. We finna really navigate this system, but y'all gotta do the work on your own. So slide forward, what's going on? I'm doing this raw, I ain't even trying to edit. I don't care. Alright, so when your root is imbalanced, you lose a sense of security, stability, confidence, and trust. FOMO, greed, and revenge trading all exist at the root chakra. Your greed is just a need to feel safe. FOMO is the worry of not having enough. These emotions are the real threat to your security. Not the market, not the candles, not bad luck or nothing. It's you, literally. It's the inner me, not the enemy. Shout out to man Kimbo Slice, man, rest in peace. But this creates emotional attachment to what makes you feel secure, and that's okay. However, this is a fractured sense of safety and security. It is a fractured sense of safety and security because, like I said, you feel like you are missing out on an opportunity, or there would not be any opportunities to present itself to you. So you fall into the illusion. You think you have to start chasing opportunities when whole time, even if you failed, the opportunity is within the lesson. You just have to tap into that lesson. You have to tap into that fail or whatever you lost in, or you have to really align with yourself, face that mirror and understand, how can I gain something from this? You didn't lose anything, bro. You didn't lose anything. It may look like it, but it's like pick your illusion type shit. Like, which illusion is you gonna abide by? One of the illusions is gonna keep you stuck forever, and the other illusion, you'll be able to prosper from it and actually see it for what it is. So, so I also gonna give y'all some tips on what you can do to deal with FOMO and these emotions in general. Trading wise and life wise. Excuse me. So, trading, you want to backtest. Backtest. It's very important. Even if you paper trade, you don't have to use your real money when you start off as a beginner trader. You don't even have to use prop firms. Okay? Just use fake money, demo accounts, something. Okay? So you lose sense of. It's kind of weird saying this because you're not going to actually really understand until you get on the markets live. Even if you backtest and forward test and all of this, you're going to have to experience this with your capital, with capital in general. You need to journal, you need to data, keep track of your wins, your losses, your mistakes, your emotions. These are things that you need to have on a wall in the journal or something to remind yourself how you can stay balanced and aligned and what you need to avoid. Create you a system. How are you going to be a successful trader without a foundation? Build your foundation brick by brick, and stay disciplined within that. Now in life, be present. Simply just be present. Because if you naturally have a fear of missing out, like I said, you're out of there. You keep thinking about the future. You're thinking about woulda, coulda, shoulda. You're worrying all the time. You're not present. You're not grounded. So learn to be present. Learn to breathe. Learn to just be and not think. Not even that. Don't let your thoughts consume. Don't be consumed by your thoughts. Let them come and go. Let them come and go. And let's see. Create you a routine that you enjoy. We all have something that we enjoy, as long as it's not self-sabotaging you. You feel me? Create you a routine that feels. I'm a person of self-development. I love elevating. I love being better than what I was yesterday. You feel me? So I love getting up in the morning, reading, praying. That's a huge thing. Just aligning with God, aligning with self, grounding, cold showers, just eating right. Just making sure I'm taking care of myself. Listening to certain audio books and things that keep my mind filled with clarity and balance, just to make sure that I'm aligned. I'm not listening to too much noise and shit going on around me. You feel me? And find you a hobby. That's simple. I'm not going to explain too much of that. We're going to slide forward. So, when you are, like I said, we are constantly chasing, by universal law, the energy repels from you because you're not open to receive. And you have to ask yourself, why are you not open to receive? Why am I not open to receive? Just think about it. This is you, and this is energy. You chasing that bit. Even if you get to it, it's going to bounce right off your aura, and it's going to keep running away from you. You can be chasing it. It's going to repel right off your aura, right off your energy. So you have to be willing to receive. You have to learn how to put in some work, but let God work too. And be open to those opportunities. So, the balanced versus the imbalanced trader. A balanced root chakra allows for patience and trust in the process. An imbalanced one creates panic and impulsivity. Okay. You don't trust another opportunity will come, so you think you must act now. Like we've been discussing, bro. If you want to be a balanced trader, if you want to get rid of worry, if you want to get rid of greed, you first have to understand where you first dealt with those emotions in your life. That's what you have to tap in with. So stillness meditation is a good thing to tap in with that. Whatever aligns with you, bro. You have to do research on your own even after this. You feel me? So we're just keeping it simple. You know, when you chase, you're not grounded. And those bad habits on a daily basis, if you're an imbalanced trader, it will reflect itself on the market. That's one thing you have to understand. It will reflect on the market. I had fun creating this presentation, like using these AI photos and stuff. Like this right here is cool. I like this. But groundwork. Ask yourself why you don't feel secure. Where do you not feel secure in life? And in order to little exercises to ground yourself to feel that stillness in order to receive clarity. You can walk barefoot on grass, you can exercise, do some yoga, reconnect with your body. Keep it simple, keep it refreshing, keep it flowing. Practice breath work. Deep intentional breathing calms the nervous system and brings you back to center. It brings you back to self. You feel me? Limit exposure to noise. Reduce time on social media and trading groups that amplify fear and comparison. Read, journal. Having a disciplined foundation and clear rules removes emotional decision making and reinforces trust in your process. So this is the first episode of the series of just navigating the chakra system and the trading system. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I really want to find a way to correlate a title that just combine the two, you know? Cause that's how I really feel like trading is on some like the tree of life shit, like the Kabbalah, you know. And this is what I was in a meditation about last night, and I was writing down my thoughts, and I said, a lot of people see trading as just a financial pursuit. However, I see it as a spiritual ascension, mirroring the journey of the chakras, the Kabbalah's tree of life. The markets act as an ultimate mirror and teacher. To become successful, you must climb the Jacob's ladder, the inner ladder. Navigate through your chakra system, mastering each level of your own being. And that is how you become a successful trader. I thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned for part 2. Part 2 will be the sacral chakra. Man, yeah, thank y'all.